Scene script. Have you ever wondered how our ancestors traversed the vast oceans before the advent of modern technology? Let's take a journey back in time, back to the dawn of sea travel, to the earliest known water vehicles. Picture this, a time before the compass, before the sextant, before GPS, when the world was vast, uncharted, and filled with mysteries. It was in this era that our ancestors first ventured out onto the water, not in sophisticated ships, but in simple log boats and canoes. These were not the sleek fiberglass canoes we're familiar with today. No, these were rudimentary vessels, often just hollowed-out logs or bundles of reeds lashed together. They may have been simple, but they were effective. These early water vehicles were the first step in our journey to conquer the seas. Our ancestors used these vessels to fish, venturing out into deeper waters than they could reach by swimming. They used them to trade, carrying goods along river routes to distant tribes. And they used them to explore, setting out across vast bodies of water in search of new lands and resources. But how were these early water vehicles constructed? Well, it was a labor-intensive process. For a log boat, a tree would be felled and its trunk hollowed out, often using controlled fires to burn away the interior wood. For a canoe, a similar process would be followed, but the hull would be shaped more carefully, and often a frame would be constructed inside to provide support. These early vessels were the result of countless hours of hard work, but they provided our ancestors with a freedom and mobility they had never known before. They could reach new fishing spots, trade with distant tribes, and explore the vast unknown. The invention of the canoe marked the beginning of our journey on the waters, but as our needs evolved, so did our vessels. This was just the first step in a journey that would take us from log boats and canoes to the modern jet skis and mega yachts of today. But that's a story for another time. Tune in next time as we continue our journey through the history of sea travel. As civilizations grew, the need for larger and more sophisticated water vehicles became apparent. But how did we transition from simple canoes to large sailing ships? Let's dive into the Age of Sail, a period that fundamentally transformed how we traversed the world's oceans. From around the 16th to the mid-19th century, the Age of Sail was marked by significant advancements in shipbuilding and navigation techniques. Now, let's journey back a little further. The ancient Egyptians were among the first to harness the power of the wind, using single-masted ships to navigate the Nile River. These vessels were rudimentary, but they set the stage for the evolution that was to come. Fast forward to the Age of Discovery, and we see a drastic change in the design of sailing vessels. Ships had now evolved into multi-masted galleons, behemoths of the sea that were as majestic as they were powerful. With their impressive size, these galleons could carry more cargo and travel further distances, opening up new trade routes and fostering economic growth. But these ships weren't just used for peaceful trade. They were also the war horses of the sea, carrying cannons and an army of soldiers. Naval warfare was forever changed, with battles now being fought across vast oceans. The supremacy of a nation was often determined by the strength of its navy, making these sailing vessels instrumental in shaping the world as we know it. These sailing vessels also played a key role in exploration. Courageous sailors, driven by a thirst for discovery and adventure, ventured into uncharted waters. They discovered new lands, encountered diverse cultures, and expanded our understanding of the world. The Age of Sail was a time of innovation and change, a period that saw the transformation of simple water vessels into complex machines of trade, warfare, and exploration. It was a time that propelled humanity into a new era, forever altering the course of history. The Age of Sail propelled humanity into a new era of exploration and discovery. However, the winds of change were about to blow yet again. As the Industrial Revolution took hold, our water vehicles underwent a dramatic transformation. But what sparked this change? Let's journey back to the mid-18th century when the power of steam started to make waves. Yes, quite literally. The advent of steam power revolutionized water travel. It was James Watt, a Scottish inventor, who improved the steam engine in the late 18th century, and this technology soon found its way onto the water. Steamboats, as they were aptly named, changed the game entirely. They could move against the current and didn't depend on the wind, opening up rivers and other inland waterways for more reliable and efficient transport. One of the first commercial steamboats, Robert Fulton's Clermont, made its maiden voyage in 1807, traveling the Hudson River from New York City to Albany. This 7-hour journey was a triumphant display of steam power's potential, and laid the foundation for a new era of water travel. But steamboats weren't the only iron giants to rule the waters. As technology advanced, the concept of armored warships, known as ironclads, emerged. These vessels, clad in iron or steel, were designed for battle, symbolizing a significant shift in naval warfare. Perhaps the most famous clash of ironclads occurred during the American Civil War in the Battle of Hampton Roads. The Confederate ironclad, the CSS Virginia, and the Union ironclad, the USS Monitor, faced off in an epic showdown. While the battle itself was inconclusive, it marked a turning point in naval warfare. The era of wooden warships was ending, and the age of iron and steam had begun. Steam power had a profound impact not only on water travel, but also on trade, warfare, and global communication. It shrunk the world, making distant lands more accessible and transforming our relationship with the sea. But as significant as this revolution was, it was only a stepping stone on the path of progress. Steam power revolutionized water travel, but an even greater revolution was just around the corner. In the 20th century, an innovation would change water vehicles forever. But what was this game-changing invention? Let's dive into it. The answer lies in the unveiling of the internal combustion engine. This remarkable invention would lay the groundwork for the development of motorized vessels, revolutionizing the way we traverse water bodies. The engine, which operates by igniting a fuel-air mixture in an enclosed space, brought about a power and efficiency that was previously unimaginable. With the birth of the internal combustion engine, the world witnessed the rise of motorized boats. These vessels, powered by gasoline or diesel engines, became a popular means of transportation, both for leisure and commerce. From the nimble speedboats slicing through the waves to the colossal cargo ships ferrying goods across oceans, the impact of motorization was felt far and wide. But the revolution didn't stop at the water's surface. The invention of the internal combustion engine also led to the development of submarines. These underwater vehicles, once limited by human power or rudimentary steam systems, were now able to dive deeper and travel further than ever before. The enhanced maneuverability and endurance made them an integral part of naval warfare and scientific exploration. The era of motorized vessels also gave rise to modern warships. These steel behemoths, armed with an array of weapons and powered by massive engines, dominate the seas with their sheer presence. The advancements in engine technology allowed these ships to be faster, more agile, and far more lethal than their predecessors. From the humble motorboat to the awe-inspiring warship, the internal combustion engine has indeed transformed the landscape of water travel. It has brought about a level of speed, efficiency, and versatility that has forever changed our relationship with the sea. The era of motorized vessels brought us to the present day, but what does the future hold? As we continue to innovate and push the boundaries of technology, only time will tell what the next chapter in the story of water vehicles will be. We've come a long way from simple canoes to modern jet skis, but where are we heading next? That's the question that keeps innovators awake at night and drives the evolution of water travel. Imagine a world where boats are purely electric, powered by renewable energy. Yes, the future of water vehicles could very well be electric. With the world shifting towards cleaner and more sustainable energy sources, it's only a matter of time before our boats follow suit. Electric boats could offer a quieter, more efficient, and environmentally friendly alternative to their fuel-guzzling counterparts. But that's not all. The future of water travel could also see the rise of autonomous ships. Picture this: massive cargo ships crisscrossing the oceans, guided by advanced artificial intelligence systems with no crew on board. It may sound like science fiction, but companies are already testing autonomous ship technology. These self-navigating vessels could revolutionize shipping, making it safer and more efficient. And let's not forget about underwater tourism. The ocean covers more than 70% of our planet, yet we've explored less than 5% of it. Could the future of water travel take us deep beneath the waves? Companies are already developing personal submarines and underwater hotels. These would open up a whole new world for us to explore, from coral reefs to sunken shipwrecks. But whatever the future holds, one thing is certain: the journey of water vehicles is a testament to our ingenuity and adaptability. From the humble canoe carved out of a single tree trunk to the sleek, high-powered jet skis of today, we've always found ways to harness the power of water for our benefit. As we sail into the future, one can only wonder what new horizons await us. Will we see a world where boats are powered by the sun, Ships sail themselves, and vacations take place beneath the sea. Only time will tell. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay updated on the latest in history and evolution. Until next time, keep exploring.